Good evening. The United States Sports Academy welcomes you to another program in our weekly series on sport and society. Our guests this evening are Mr. Ken Stabler, chairman of the Ken Stabler Celebrity Golf Classic, Mr. Bob Williams, member of the board of directors, and Mr. Pat Guyton, executive director of the Child Advocacy Center. Gentlemen, you know, this day and age in which we live, we read an awful lot of bad publicity about sport at all different levels, the high school, collegiate, and professional area. And fortunately, we're getting together tonight to show our local public just how positive sport can and is on an ongoing basis. Kenny, I want to start with you because all the people in our viewing audience are very familiar with your exploits at the University of Alabama as well as the Raiders. How about telling us how you've gone about challenging your efforts into charity and using golf as your vehicle?
Well, it's such a great sport, Bob, and I think as a professional athlete, I think we all feel like, our former professional athlete, and athletes feel like that you have a responsibility to society and a responsibility to pay back. That it's been done so much for you that you have to find ways to put it back into society, find ways to channel your notoriety and whatever name recognition you have into something that will benefit other people, that will make the lives better for people that are a lot less fortunate. And I think a lot of athletes do that. That's why you see so many celebrity-type golf tournaments bearing ex-athletes' names, and that's the case with me. It's an opportunity to put together a group of people, get a group of local businessmen such as Bob Williams, who's on our board, and gather a group of people around for a common goal of one thing: to raise some money for some underprivileged or abused children. And that's the case with our golf tournament. That's what we're trying to do now with the second annual American Airlines Ken Stabler Celebrity Golf Classic.
Bob, I know that you've been a friend of Ken's for a long time, and this local tournament, or at least I'm going to say local, it's regional, obviously, in scope, but it is held locally. When did you first come into contact with him in golf? I know it wasn't here at the Marriott.
Bob, Kenny had put on a very successful charity function in Tamaron and Durango, Colorado for a number of years, and he invited me to come up a couple of times, and so I was very impressed with it. And during this period of time that he had it in Colorado, he kept saying, "I'd love to bring this back to Mobile because, you know, his roots are here and along the Gulf Coast," and he wanted to bring it back here. And so last year that he decided, he said, "Well, let's go for it." And so he contacted a group of people here in Mobile, Arthur Outlaw, and of course you have been involved, and a group of Dan Corden, Jim Bailey, and Dan Jenkins, and a group of men here in town. And we started putting this thing together. Of course, Kenny's the main force behind this, but it became very successful last year, and we're just really looking forward to an outstanding tournament again this year.
Well, I know that the one last year for you know, it's a heck of a thing to remember, but you remember that down there at the Point Clear was the only place it rained in Baldwin County that day, and but it still didn't put a damper on the tournament. It was just one of those unfortunate things that sometimes you remember. Pat, I know that you're excited about this because this isn't the first show that's dealt with this subject. Tell us a little bit about the Child Advocacy Center and how you see the Stabler Classic fitting into your program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on the show and to have an opportunity to talk about the center and also about the classic that Kenny and Bob and others are putting on. The Child Advocacy Center, Bob, is the Mobile community response to the problem of child abuse. Child abuse is a growing problem in our society, and studies have been done which show that if we don't do something about child abuse now, we're going to have another whole generation of abusers growing up who will abuse their children. We attempt to be the, as I said, Mobile community response to the problem of child abuse. And what we do is provide a large number of services, a wide range of services, all under one roof, so that the child abuse victim, the little boy or girl, doesn't have to be dragged all over Mobile County to this place for one interview and that place for another interview. We have law enforcement, we have social services, we have prosecution services, we have counseling services, referral for medical services, victim witness services, all that under one roof. Now, how this tournament is going to help us is we're a private nonprofit agency. No other agency in Mobile County provides all the services that we provide under one roof. And It's a private, nonprofit agency. We really need some help, and financial help is what we need the most right now. We've got to raise about $50,000 this year to meet our budget from private sources, and we're just very thankful to Kenny and all the people like Bob who are working with him who are going to make this possible. You know, you read on the paper and see on the television lots of charity events going on in Mobile, lots of golf tournaments, but this is the premier charity golf tournament to help children in Mobile County, and no doubt about it. This golf tournament will do more than any other to help the abused children in this community, and I'm urging all the people who are watching tonight to get their friends and neighbors and come sign up and get involved.
Well, that's a, I can tell by the enthusiasm in your voice that you're not only interested in the tournament, but you've got a great deal of interest in what you're doing. And it's the kind of thing that there's no question about the fact that our community needs this type of interest. Kenny, just quickly for the viewers, when is the tournament scheduled? You know, what is a little bit, I don't want you to get into personalities yet, but just a little bit of a schedule is what's going to go on down there.
It takes place the last weekend in April, Bob. It's the celebrity type people, people traveling will probably come in on Thursday the 25th, and the 26th is the first round. It's a 2-day scramble at Marriott's Grand Hotel, a gorgeous resort on Mobile Bay, as a lot of people know. And the first round is on Thursday. The second round is Friday. It's a 2-day scramble, as I say. There's a cocktail reception with the celebrity people on Friday night. Saturday night, there's a really well done, well produced dinner show that's put on by some of the celebrities that play in our golf tournament. They come in and they agree to perform, and it's a dinner show like something you might see in Atlantic City or Las Vegas. It's really well done and well produced and very, very entertaining. And it's a 3-day, really a 2-day. We'll check out on Sunday, and it's a 2-day event that Friday and Saturday, 26th, 27th. An awful lot of fun. The people that we invite are very conscientious about donating their time and helping out the charity that we choose, in this case, the Child Advocacy Center. So we're looking forward to it. It went over real well last year. We had great feedback and great reception from the people. And as Bob said earlier, we're looking forward to another fun event.
Well, I know from last year's experience that there are an awful lot of people that, for one reason or another, missed it and are looking forward to coming back this year. Bob, on the board of directors, I know that you have specific responsibilities. What are some of the little niches, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the types of committees that go in? Because I know Kitty's quarterbacking this operation, and you know, who are the players, and what are their positions, and what are they doing for the Classic?
Well, we have a group of board members as well as the committee members, but there's a lot of work involved. Kenny is tournament chairman, and of course it's his tournament, and he has appointed a very sizable committee of people. And Dan Jenkins had a trap of getting airline tickets, which we were bringing in celebrities from all over the United States. And of course he's also head of getting the automobiles and vans to take people from the airport. Then we have security people involved. And of course, Dan Cordy, Dan Cordy, you know Dan, he loves celebrities. And so
celebrity himself.
He and Kenny, he's a star too. And so he's head of celebrities, with Kenny getting celebrities. And so, and then we have Mary Gaffney, she's in charge of getting all the people, the volunteers. And so we just have a large group of people that are totally involved in this thing. And then it gets up to, I would say probably 100 volunteers. Sure. And people that are working, not counting the board members, which have taken a great deal of time and effort on their part.
Well, I think all of us realize that not only does it take a great number of people to do this, but you've got so many different facets of this. I mean, you know, 25 or 30 miles from the airport down to Point Clear, and then you've got hosting, and you got someone with these celebrities, and rooms, and just a myriad of details. And I can understand why you've got a sizable group on the board to handle this. I think we'll take a break now, gentlemen, and have our messages, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Grandma, why does he do this to me? Did I do something wrong?
Child abuse, a growing problem in our community, and the Child Advocacy Center needs your support.
Help us help the kids by playing in this year's Ken Stabler Celebrity Golf Classic.
Do your part by joining 36 well-known celebrities at the Grand Hotel, April 25th through the 28th.
For national, international news, weather, and sports, turn to CNN Headline News on Comcast Cable Channel 12. For statewide news at 54 minutes after the hour, watch the Alabama Cable Network on Comcast Cable Channel 12. For all the local news, weather, and sports, watch Mobile Headline News at 24 minutes after the hour on Comcast Cable Channel 12. Mobile's only 24-hour information network. Comcast Cable Channel 12, keeping you informed around the world, around the country, around the state, and around Mobile.
These blisters could have been avoided if he'd worn new Double Comfort socks. Double Comfort is the only sock that gives you a written, no blister guarantee.
No sock or shoe stops blisters and chafing like new patented Double Comfort socks. They protect your feet with 2 ultra-thin layers. It's like wearing 2 socks, but without the extra thickness. Here's how Double Comfort protects your foot. The inner sock clings tightly to your foot and transfers moisture and heat away from your skin, keeping your feet cool and dry. The outer layer rubs against this inner sock instead of your foot, eliminating the friction that causes chafing and blisters. Double Comfort socks are a soft, absorbent blend of rayon and nylon and guaranteed not to wear out for at least 1,000 miles.
Whether you play a sport or just spend all day on your feet, protect yourself from painful blisters and chafing with Double Comfort socks. They're guaranteed blister-free.
2 pair of Double Comfort premium socks are only $13.95 through this special TV offer. They're guaranteed to stop blisters or your money back. To order using your credit card, call 1-800-932-4000. Choose from either mid-calf or anklet style. Protect your feet from blisters and chafing. Order today. Call 1-800-932-4000.
Welcome back to our second segment where we're still here discussing the Kenny Stabler Celebrity Golf Classic. And Pat, as Executive Director for the Advocacy Center, we see in our area, road racing is so visible. Mm-hmm. It's a little more visible than having to go, let's say, down to Point Clear to a golf course because people run around through your neighborhood, which we're going to see in a couple of weeks. As a director for your organization, how do you see that the organization can help Ken and his committee and the other myriad numbers of volunteers in helping produce this wonderful event?
Well, our board of directors has voted to use whatever resources Kenny needs as far as volunteer help. We have a board of directors and we also have an advisory board. We've got about 25 people on our board of directors. We've got about 30-something people on our advisory board. These would be citizens locally who would be willing to volunteer time and whatever they necessary to make this tournament a success. And we're all pulling for it. So whatever is necessary, we're going to do it. You're right. Something like this does not come off overnight. I know we met with Kenny and his group, I think it was back in maybe October or September for the first meeting to really start discussing it. And that planning began then for this this fine tournament that's going to be in April. So a lot of work has already been done behind the scenes by Kenny and his fine group. And our group, our board of directors has been in contact through, we have a liaison with Mr. Arthur Outlaw who's been helping, and he's keeping us informed and them informed too.
I see. Ken, I know you've talked about this in other times. Is there something a little out of the ordinary for the golfer that comes down to play with the celebrities, such as a hole-in-one or run off with a brand new Geo or Pontiac or something of that nature?
I would try to make it that way, Bob. I think you try to make it as exciting as you possibly can, with a lot of giveaways, and we're going to do that sort of thing through GMC and the local dealerships here. And our ground transportation is supplied by Chris Myers, Pontiac GMC, and they give us the ground transportation. And through them, we've secured Suburbans and to give away on any hole-in-one on the par threes and things like that. There will be things for the longest drive. There'll be things for the golfer who traveled the furthest to play with us. There'll be drawings. There'll be giveaways, and we've gone to a lot of extra lengths to secure those things through local merchants, for program advertising and things like that, to anything that they will donate. Thanks to American Airlines, we're able to bring in our celebrity people, and American is the title sponsor for this golf tournament. They give us the opportunity to bring in the 36 celebrities that we need. So it's not just 2 days of golf. There's a cocktail party, like I said earlier, on Friday night that you get to mingle and get autographs and things like that from all these celebrity people, and then the dinner show that I mentioned, the giveaways on all the holes that we're going to have designated for different things, and it's going to be an awful lot of fun. And as Pat said, there's an awful lot of work that's gone into the thing since it ended last year. We took a couple of months off, and then you start right back in doing it again. There's so much organization and so much work involved in it that it's almost a year-round type situation to make it what we want it to be.
Well, Bob, I'm going to kick back to you again, because I know with the the little lineup that I see here, that's it's pretty heavy with heavy hitters in the Mobile community, and I see a great number of these people are business people, and as a result of that, this tournament is not being put on gratis, and the schedule that Kenny has outlined for us sounds like it's a participating type schedule for almost anybody. What will some of these events cost?
Well, I was going to bring that up, Bob. I'm glad you mentioned it. It's $500 for a player, and of course that entitles for the player. That's the green fees, the carts, the reception, and the dinner, and that's basically for two people for the dinner and reception. And then, of course, if you want to just come to, and we would like to invite everybody in the audience to try to participate and come. If they didn't go to it's $50 to go to the cocktail party and reception the first night, and of course all the celebrities is there. And then for the dinner and entertainment night at the banquet, it's $100 a person. The gallery will be free. We want everybody in town to come out and visit and see the celebrities. Don't try to interrupt them while they're hitting the ball or while they're on the course. But we have we're going to have drink stands and food stands and what have you. And we're not charged anything. There's no charge for the people that want to come and watch the players play.
Is Dan Cordy going to be out there on number 9 or number 9 or number 1? Dan, who's going off and who's coming in?
Well, another good thing, he will be there. You know Dan, and he does a fantastic job. He really does a fantastic job. And of course, he and Kenny were helping see the thing last year, but Dan will be there. And one of the things that we did this year versus last year, that we're playing the Dogwood course, which starts out twice right there at the clubhouse. And so if you came to stay right at the pro shop or the clubhouse, you get to see the first 9. It comes back, you tee off right there at the clubhouse on the first 9. Then you come back around by the clubhouse again. And so if you stayed right there at the clubhouse, you get to see, almost all. It's going to be a shotgun start, but you get to see basically all the celebrities and all the players twice come by the clubhouse, which is going to be a lot better than we thought last year, because one of the courses goes way out to Pensacola almost.
That's true. As a matter of fact,
for those that have played the course, they know what we're talking about.
Remember last year you were counting noses to make sure you didn't lose anybody after the first day. Gentlemen, we're just about at the end of this segment, so I think we'll break down. We'll be back in just a few moments.